Hey you, welcome back. I hope our time apart treated you well. How was it? Yeah. Now enough of that, because you came here to see me and what I've been doing, and I have been gaming, let me tell you. See, the last time we left off, I did some math wrong, but more importantly, we were on our way to get Mr. Artistic, whom we met briefly in the beginning. Remember? He was painting the penis clad in red. Boom! Third callback. Yeah. I bet you thought a really dumb joke wouldn't span across multiple videos, but I gotta start off strong, baby. Comedic climax of the video right here. You can go ahead and exit out. I'll wait. Now that all my real friends are here, here's the play. We have to get past this bridge and shut the lights out so old Sam here can ferry us out of here, and once we get that squared off, we can focus on the main meal, the Eastern European Schindler counterpart, Sokolov. We get through a few checkpoints in game that are sparsely guarded, and I mean seriously, I do want to pause for a moment. Like, I get that security ramps up and hits a crescendo later on in game, but I've already slaughtered the High Overseer and the Pendleton brothers. That's two important people right there. And I'll let the two of you who are actually watching argue over who the unimportant one is. Do your own research, just don't take every word that I say at face value, sheeple. And past that, in our exploration, we do get to have a fun conversation with the outsider. But honestly, every time I talk to this man, I get a little offended because he says stuff like this.
But he's not special like you are.
And his dry tone hints at way too much sarcasm for my liking. Another notable fact of this level is that we are introduced to the Zap Trap. Now, it's not called that in game, but I didn't pay enough attention to get what it was called, so Zap Trap it is. But, oh wait a minute, I get it now. Sokolov is an egotistical genius, and he made these, so that's why security isn't tight. Cause he's so sure these would be, I see. Look at me realizing subtle game design on the fly. Wait. But that would be admitting that I'm wrong, so...
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the
makers.
No, we're wrong.
Up the bridge and over while taking out the big bright light is a breeze, and there's also this lady we save who goes on about rats, but the only rat here is me as I fatally sneak my way to old Sokolov's abode, where he's dictating some kind of experiment on this lady in the cage. We sneak up and alright, so we walk up and talk to him, I guess. He tries to bribe us, he believes that Piero's in on it, so yada yada yada. We refuse, and in turn he refuses our bribe of oxygen. And naturally, the more handsome of us remains conscious, and I switch games to Thief Simulator in efforts for a later achievement. Then I go back, grab his almost lifeless corpse, and beat feet, unlocking our next goal. Oh boy, this next one is legitimately my favorite level in the game. We get the privilege to go to the Boyle estate for reasons that got explained in between the levels, and to catch you up on it, after we kidnapped Sokolov, we tortured him and he let us in on a little secret. One of the Boyle sisters has been steadily busting through the glass ceiling by letting someone actually important bust in her, like most all C-list females. Remember ladies, behind every strong man is a strong woman. Michelle Obama, Edith Wilson, Yoko Ono, Hermione Granger. And if you don't have the smarts to fill those shoes, you can always let that strong man get behind you. Am I right? Oh, I don't even want to guess at how many groups that list offended. But you know what? That was the intention, so I'm gonna stick to it. Anyways, that important person she's been getting freaky with is someone we are desperately trying to bone ourselves, so we need to talk to her. Problem is, security is actually getting tight now, and our only shot is to crash the Boyle's masquerade party, something I'm all too keen on doing. And we start this level off oh so nice. You see these tall guys, all we gotta do is knock one down to size for a quick nab, big boy. With Big Boy down, we hop over the impenetrable defenses around the Boyle estate and run into this freak, who we get to play postman with. Now, he doesn't like his letter and literally tries to kill the messenger, but homeboy clearly didn't play New Vegas because he has no idea that couriers are actually kick ass. And with the light work handled, we head inside to make these men's pockets a little lighter and make our achievement list a little longer. Now, all's going well when this guy whispers he knows who we are and we need to go talk to him. First off, that Courage the Cowardly Dog mask is kinda sick, but secondly, who exactly does he think he is? He knows who we are? I'm guessing not with that nonchalant attitude, but homie's love struck, so that might explain it. He wants us to aid and abet in a first-degree felony, but I have morals and ethics, so I draw the line at murder, and he can wait for our second playthrough. The trick to this level is that you're only supposed to get the scandalous boil lady, Lydia, and not the other two, but it's a masquerade ball and all, so you need to find out which one is right. There are 3 choices, the black one, the white one, and the red one. I decide to head upstairs because my intuition tells me the right dummy will be up here, and as it turns out, I was right. I'm the dummy. But through process of elimination, I know I need to eliminate the red one. She puts up a slight struggle, but ultimately gets the penetration she deserves, and we disappear into the night to find out who's the next on the chopping block. One eager boat ride to the Hound's Pit pub later, we find out that the next target is the Lord Regent himself. If you were wondering who he is because I've not mentioned him by name before, I really wish I could expand, but more than 4 callbacks to the same joke would just ruin it. You also need to be aware that I wasn't eager because of this next mission. I was eager because we walked out with half the Boyle estate, and we can now afford to throw enough money at our next accomplishment, Merchant of Disorder. Back to the task at hand, we head out with Samuel and he finally provides that moonlit boat tour around scenic Dunwall Tower he's been promising. And our task list is the following. 1. Kill the Regent. I mean, that's literally it. No big plan aside from let Corvo do Corvo things, which I am a-okay with because I was already doing that. We follow the same path that the smooth brains from the beginning took, obviously it works, and I find myself feeling the call of the clock tower for way too long. And although this is a high chaos run, come to think about it, those big boys kind of slap, so I'll just keep my distance as much as possible. I was finally able to face my fear, mainly because I don't fear corpses, and move forward, proceeding to bleed the entirety of the Regent's troops. Y'all remember that bitch smack from the beginning? Yeah, I remember. If it walked, I tried my very best to make sure it didn't walk. Anyways, I also got this pretty neat kill on this man here to mark another checkbox off Razor Rain. With no one left, we waltz our way into Dunwall Tower and ooh, fuck, this is nice. Well, with no one left, we waltz our way into the Dunwall Resort and continue to carve our path. This mission is just all about the violence, let me tell you. We do get to have a nice conversation with the outsider, where he gives us a bit more of his dry sarcasm.
What an impressive sight you make.
And he also throws shade at us specifically.
He's not an easy man to get close to. If the Empress had been as well guarded, how different things would be now.
Oh, let me tell you, if there was only some way for me to just cause the death of the outsider. And that's going to be a future callback. In a year or so, I'm going to reference this moment and you're going to laugh. As it turns out, our warpath scares Baldy and he runs to his panic room all the way at the top and expects vertical distance and bio walls to work differently than horizontal distances and bio walls. I don't know. I finally corner the little mouse, Rats for Life, and use the opportunity to unlock 2 achievements, Regicide and Wall of Sparks, 120% planned. Guess you could say this dope's death was shocking. And honestly, there's little resistance on the way back. I mostly just had a hard time with slipping from all the fluids on the ground, and we grabbed Samuel to get the party started back home. Woo! That's a job well done right there, baby. Party time. Hey, I couldn't have done it without all of y'all. Honestly, I'm just gonna go check out what Emily's doing. Never mind. Her creepy drawing is weirding me out. I'm gonna just go to bed, boys. Of fucking course.